Hi, I'm Ashley, and I'm here to talk about the quality standards. These are the points that I've identified from the positive relationship standard. The first one I identified was to build and maintain positive relationships with others and resolve conflicts positively without harm to himself or herself or other parties. Coming from a background which may have been traumatic or chaotic, it can be hard to trust people, it can be hard to get close to people, but to get anywhere in life, especially on the outside world, not just within the home, you need to know how to build relationships with people, how to maintain communication, have a level of teamwork, even if sometimes things can get heated. You need to know how to take responsibility of that situation and be able to contain the conflict if there is any. The next point that I noticed was support each child to develop socially aware behaviours. Again, tying into the background they may have came from, it might be that they have a certain way they're used to acting in the home that may not be as socially acceptable on the outside world. So it's for that child to understand the difference between the two contexts and how to carry themselves in situations so that they can be viewed appropriately and they can be treated as they should be within society. The next point that I identified was to understand and communicate to children that bullying by or of anybody is unacceptable. Bullying is something that is usually associated with younger people, but it's something that can carry on for the rest of your life within the workplace, well into adulthood. Not only to identify the different types of bullying and to see it in all its different forms, but to understand that it's wrong and to challenge it in any way that they can when they're faced with it. This is something that will make sure that they retain their self-confidence when being approached by anybody who wants to bully them, and for them to champion other people who they feel are being bullied when they see it. And these are the points that I've identified from the quality of purpose of care standard. Another point that I noticed on here that I found really important was to treat each child with dignity and respect. Within the kind of children's kind of social background, they will be in positions where they feel like they aren't being respected, and that can have a negative effect on their self-confidence and sort of their self-image as well. And it's very important that wherever possible they are being treated with respect so that they can expect respect to be treated, but then they can also identify what respect is, how it is earned, and how it is mutual, how not only do you expect to be treated with respect, but you should expect to treat others with respect as well. Lastly, I think a very important point is they enable each child to participate in the daily life of the community of the area which the home is located. Coming from a care background of any sort, not just residential, you can also feel that you're living in a little bit of a bubble when you're dealing with social workers and managers and IROs and these kind of things. They are all very specific to being a care leaver. So it's important that young person is then encouraged to participate in the world outside of care in their local community, because the time that they are in care will end soon and they will need to know how to engage with people outside of the situation that they're currently in. And to summarise everything, I think it's very important that all of these things are there for children who have been through bad or traumatic backgrounds, and they are being looked after and they're being treated with special care because of the things that have happened in the situation they're in. But at the same time, treated as delicately as possible. They should be prepared and encouraged to then take responsibility and be able to transfer those skills into later life where they will definitely need it, because the amount of preparation time that someone coming from care will be a lot less of that of an average person. They'll be expected to take on more a lot later, a lot earlier. So it's very important that they have these skills placed with them as much and as soon as they can.